Hello, my collective. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's well. Everyone's had a wonderful day, or is about to have a great one wherever you are. Let's spin the reading with lighting up our candles. Evoking Archangel Raphael. Great. Archangel Gabriel. Awesome. This is great. Archangel Samuel. Archangel Michael. Yeah. Awesome. Good, smooth. Up to now. Alright, let me just take a second to thank my spirit team. Yeah, just a second. Okay. I really want to do tarot today, honestly. Okay, but let's just do the downloads first that we already have. But we're going to do tarot today. Okay, so, okay, collective. This was a prophetic, yeah, thank you. I was about to say prophetic dream come vision because it wasn't as much of a vision. It was like a mix, you know, because there were certain things I could control, I could speak, I could navigate through, and there were other things that like literally felt like they were like just being given out to, if you know what let me begin, you'll know what I'm trying to say. So I saw this person, there were two people rather, not just one. 808 on the clocks, two people, right? And there could be two feminine energies, two masculine energies, one feminine, one masculine. Take it as it resonates. Energies are fluid, all right? Energies are fluid. So when we are reading energy, we are not talking about like feminine energy. तो मतलब female की बात नहीं हो रही है. I have to repeat it every time for all those who are new here. Okay. So, but I saw. It seemed like two feminine energies. I don't remember how. I know that there were two feminine energies, but there were two. All right. Now the first one. So they were like on a road, very nicely built and everything, very nice, smooth roads. But they were up in the mountain, somewhere in a valley. They could, at least they were not in the valley, they could oversee a valley. Alright, so they were on a road like so, and they could see a valley right from where they were, from the road. Otherwise everything else was, I don't remember mountains, but I remember a valley, all grasslands. Everything was very, like in a very monsoony way, right? It would be right now in the mountains. And I miss the mountains so much. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for monsoons to be like over, then I can just go and travel again, start traveling again. But anyways, coming back, so it was almost like that. The road, nicely built, medium size or two, wasn't like a highway or anything, but it was nicely built. And these two women were on this road. I don't remember if they had a vehicle or not, I don't remember that, but they were on the road and they were overlooking the valley, which was on their right side. So they were overlooking the valley, and there were so two events happened simultaneously. So one was this rainbow. I hope I stressed enough that it was literally very monsoony, right? Like when you have that freshness in leaves when they look like really nice, because they've got that monsoon impetus, and then they look like really fresh, right? And they blossom everywhere, even weeds are everywhere. There's no, you can't see like, you know, everything is very green. Let me just put it that way, put it very simply. All right, just imagine that with me. Okay, and then these two women looked on their right side, which is where they were looking towards the valley, and weirdly there were two things there. One was the rainbow. It was like a huge badass rainbow. I've never seen such a rainbow, like let alone in real life. I've never seen such a rainbow otherwise also, like even in like animation or in a movie or otherwise, generated, CGI generated, nothing. I've never seen something like that. Anything like it. It was like the biggest, raddest, the baddest rainbow. Like really, all that color spectrum, the whipcord, all of it was like very thick, unreal rainbow. All right, and in fact, there were certain colors, especially the violet color, which is very close to Archangel Michael's color here, right? This color and the green color again, which would be very close to Archangel Raphael's color here. These two colors were shown to me like, so the rainbow should be like, is like so, right? And the part in between, you see the sky or whatever the landscape is behind it, whatever you can see behind it, the clouds, landscape, whatever, right? The rainbow is only this much from one end to the other, or from however much you can see from wherever you are. But this one was like really thick, like all the colors were unnaturally thick, like really thick rainbow. And that part that I'm saying that otherwise you would see through, right, from that arc, the part between the arc was also in color. So first I saw this violet color. I remember this color, the violet color, that's how the whipcords are, right? It was like dugum, and there was this noise with it, like, I don't know, it wasn't unnatural, it wasn't man-made, it was natural, but it was all like, you know. And there's this entire the part between the arc, right? This part, the D part, was completely violet. The rainbow was the rainbow colors, all of the colors, but suddenly it was like one, and this entire thing was that absolutely violet washed in a way. And I remember in the vision saying, that's why I'm saying I don't know if it's a prophetic dream or a vision, but it was like, I remember in the dream, or in the vision, saying that, whoa, that was like, because the sound was like, and then the color changed, and you don't expect the color to be there, is what I'm saying. It was like, and massively, like, imagine if you're looking into the valley, that you're at this, like, you have the height advantage, right? You can see everything. It was like enormous, ginormous, or like, I remember saying, whoa, something like that. And then it was like another, and then it was this green color, Archangel Raphael's color, and I was like, at that moment, I remember thinking, why just these two colors? It's almost like Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael being there. Not the other colors, not the rest, but literally just these two. First, the violet color, and then the green color, you know, that colors. It was amazing. It was obviously a spectacle, and both times I was like, if I could just capture it, confirmation, but obviously could not capture it. But in my head, I remembered when I, was when this vision come dream or whatever you want to call it, whatever in between, I had it, and I'm not sure, so you can go, but I remember, like, why I'm saying it's a vision, because I remember parts of it that I could control. So hence I think it's a part vision. But I remember thinking, wow, I've never seen anything like this. This must be in the vision itself. I knew this is somebody's redemption. Maybe they've had, like, see, I'm sure it would have poured in their life, like, in terms of, like, maybe difficulties, maybe challenges or whatever. But the rainbow being so massive, and being so, like I said, literally I wrote the biggest raddest. That's what I said twice already. Like, I wrote biggest raddest. These were my first thoughts when I got myself to a pen and paper. Literally, it was like, I'm sure they went through a challenge which was biggest and raddest, and hence the redemption, the rainbow that comes after the downpour, right? The rainbow that comes after the downpour was so huge, and like I said, it even covered the ground that was not even supposed to cover. And I do feel that you have been, I don't know whether you believe in the angels or not. If not, then it could literally be your deities. They don't have to be like literally Archangel Michael with his sword. It could literally be your deity that you believe in. But from my angle, my perspective, my POV, I literally saw these two colors. And I remember, like I said twice already, in the vision itself, I was like, why just these two colors? And we were there for a while. It didn't stop here. We were there for a while, but it literally, why just these two colors? And I know this is all, and have various confirmation again, so confirmation. This was Archangel Michael. I was about to say that from my own life experience, I can tell you, Archangel Michael, because you equate that with him, he literally manifest in real life in that color. That's the color he comes into your life. Like if you were to like experience his presence, you will see him in this color. He will make sure you see him in this color. Hand to God, right? And this is not just one time or anything, but there are times I literally go for this nail pen because I just like to connect with him. I feel like this is that Archangel Michael's color, you know, so I just love wearing this color otherwise also. So that being that, okay. And then of course, with, you know, not taking away from Archangel Raphael, who's always been around me, I wear too much green also. A lot of people tell me, you wear too much green, you wear too much white, you wear too much this, and there's always something or the other with people. But anyways, just telling you that Archangel Raphael was here. So Archangel Michael's duty is the commander-in-chief of the angelic force, right? So his duty is to lead the army. He is the one with the sword, he is the one who takes decisions. So I'm sure he is the one protecting you right now. He protected you through the season that you went through, guys, right? I mean, I wanted to say guys, and then I literally said guys, so it could literally be for a masculine energy. I wanted to say guys, it came out as guys, so it has to be, could be 11:11 on the clock, must be a masculine energy who's gone through this. Yeah, so you've been protected by your whatever deities you believe in, but in my eyes they were Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael. If you were able to miraculously recover for something, miraculously, sorry, can't speak today. So miraculously recovered from something that you were not even supposed to recover from. Like you were supposed to be down in the dumps. I'm not just saying like emotionally, I'm saying like literally, yes, psychologically, even physically. Maybe you went through something and you were not supposed to get well that quickly, or you got magically, you know, got healed or something. That is Archangel Raphael. You have him to thank for it. And I also said think, so please think about him. Think about what happened in your life. Maybe you haven't been able to take stock, and maybe this is the reading that will let you think about it. All right, think about it. That was there something miraculous that just happened? Were like your worries, your problems, the issues, concerns, whatever you were struggling with, or all the obstacles, challenges were like miraculously taken away? They were just, you know, like it's almost like they're not even there. There are no scars on you, like mental and like physical, if it was a physical thing. But I do feel something like that. So just please thank Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael. In fact, thank everybody, all the entire angelic team. Thank them that they were there with you, right? Okay, so after this, in the same vision, I saw like these two, like I said, must be feminine energies. Again, I do not know why, but feminine energies, that's what I saw in the vision. And then this first girl, woman, she said there's an earthquake. I feel an earthquake. There's an earthquake. That's what she says. After this dum thing, all right, immediately this happened like almost within a second's gap. There was no intermission in it. Okay, so as soon as she says there is, I can see there's an earthquake or something. I feel an earthquake. The other one doesn't even like hear her or him, whatever. Here, I'll say her, okay, for the sake of this conversation. So she didn't even acknowledge, she didn't even hear. But this one, the first one, kept saying, there's an earthquake. I feel an earthquake. There's an earthquake, right? And she wasn't scared or something, but there is something about like us noticing things, right? So she was like very excited, but not like happily earthquake, or किसी को happy नहीं होएगा earthquake का सोच के, but like, you know what I'm trying to say, like this person could like note, like so like it's an earthquake, so you want like attention that yes, I'm telling you there's an earthquake, notice, acknowledge there's an earthquake, but this other person doesn't even. So the first person tells her, no, look in front. Now where that whole rainbow thing happened, right besides the rainbow, not behind it, not literally right, the rainbow thing happened on their left side. On the right side, what this was is, I would call it a parking. Yes, right in the valley, in between the greens, not a building anywhere, whatever. So not a building anywhere, but there was this multi-level parking, car parking, all right? And how I know it's multi-level, because literally there were no walls to it. There was just structures like floors being made, and pillars and everything intact, सब कुछ है, floors हैं, but there's nothing else. I didn't see any person there, making sure that the cars are on a certain floor and to bring the cars down or something. No person. It's almost like abandoned structure नहीं होता, dude, like things falling off, like chunks of cement off. It was not painted, it was just like almost like a frame of a car parking structure right in the middle of the greens, right in the valley. Okay, and there were multiple cars on all the floors, but there was one particular red car alongside a white car. But I remember this first girl pointed at the red car. Look, oh, kitna, like how much the car is jumping. Alright, so the car was like, because of the earthquake, the car was not like going this way, it was like literally jumping up and down. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like literally about a foot over. It was like visible from a distance from where they were. The valley was right ahead, but these two women could see the cars like absolutely clearly and everything. So could I. Alright, so this was and then this first person, the first girl, tries to tell the other girl, see, the car is also jumping, see, that's earthquake, I'm telling you there's an earthquake coming. The second one still doesn't acknowledge. Alright, then they move back. It's almost like whatever they wanted to see was over or whatever. I don't know what happened. So they just try to get back on the road. They were literally just about a meter in from the road. They were right there, but standing on the grass. So they try to get back on the road now. So the first girl again tells, see, there's a crack, I would say, a crack between the grass and the road. So there, because of the earthquake, the crack had appeared between the road and the grass, and she was like, see, the crack was yay big. I remember looking at her and I was like, why is the other person not acknowledging? And then not see her, is she blind or something? What is the problem? And I could see it. Like I was like, I want to tell her, yeah, I see it, but obviously I couldn't. I don't know, I just couldn't. But this girl was again, the first one was saying, see the crack, I told you, no, earthquake and something like that, like the other person still doesn't acknowledge. Alright, that's where I remember it ending. Right? Is there anything else I wrote? No, that's it. So that's where I remember it ending. But I remember, so there could be a literal, I do see this first person could literally be a prophetess. She could be very, or could be highly intuitive. She could feel things that others could not. Symbolically, they were like, she could feel the earthquakes coming, she could see things coming, she could see things happening, even when they're probably happening at a spiritual level. She could see it. She was trying to kind of warn people around her, but nobody was paying notice to her or something. The other person was not even acknowledging, like she just saw the rainbow, and the other one did not even react at the rainbow, dude. I remember I reacting at the rainbow. That's all I remember. I don't remember what they both did. Like, did they do any hoo-ha or not? I did. but yeah, I don't remember them saying it. But definitely the second one was like absolutely, for her it was like she was not paying any attention to whatever was, whatever information was given to her. Okay, I see that. So I do see maybe someone in Jew Collective. Again, it could literally be someone associated with this masculine energy that I'm saying. Someone associated with this masculine energy that could not be listening to the signs the universe is giving them. Alright? People like us, like as in me, my fraternity that does work like this, right? It's almost like we are God's way of giving out information. It could be in terms of warnings, it could be in terms of you getting to being ready for a blessing coming in. It runs both ways, right? So is this definitely, because if that first person was like a masculine energy, this is someone as kind of attached to a masculine energy, attached in the sense not attached like a pest or something, but what I mean parasite or something, but I do mean someone in their life who's not listening to warnings, like something like an earthquake that the masculine could feel. Again, don't tie yourself to masculine. If you're a feminine watching this, don't think that this might not be for you. Take it again, like I said in the beginning, take it as it resonates. If it resonates with you, it is for you. If it is not, not for you, right? So the Also, like I was saying, this person is able to see things, but the second one is not acknowledging. Universe is giving them signs, and universe is giving them um, warnings, or giving them, like, people could literally be coming over to them and telling them to be like, be aware of certain things, but I don't know, they're not paying attention, because this first person was really trying really hard with giving evidence, like, see, like, that car is jumping up and down, there was nothing from this person. Then they said, see the crack on the ground, bro, the road has separated from the rest of the grassland, and there was nothing, no reaction, nothing. It was like as if it doesn't exist, as if the first person is not even there, as if the first person is almost like not visible, is invisible to them. They can't hear them, they can't see them, like that. All right, so maybe it would benefit this and someone around you, that if it resonates with you, only then. Otherwise, don't go around like trying to like scare people away. But if it resonates with you, there might be someone around you that needs to pay attention to it. It would benefit you also if you've been given signs, and you can read signs and synchronicities, you can read the symbols, you can understand how universe talks to you, how it works with you. You can try your best. 2112, it was on the clock when I wanted to say you can try your best, but the but was coming into my mouth. But yes, try your best to give them a heads up. This is universe's way of giving heads up. 2122 on the clock. So yeah, it is universe's way of giving a heads up that, see, this is what is going to happen. You might then feel, oh, it happened out of the blue. No, it won't happen out of the blue. You will be given warnings. You have this forecast already. All right, and I do feel this. Now, I want to say there's something, it could be something nice also, but see, earthquakes doesn't really, ground shifting, something mega, a mega change happening. I don't think, it doesn't come across. I don't want to lie also. That's where it is. I don't think it's a great news, but I do feel it's something that would concern the both of them, or at least the second person would concern the second person. Yeah, and they are not paying attention to it. They are like just kind of denying it, that is even happening, or it's even there. It is gonna happen. All right, and take this as universe's mercy. 2222 on the clock. Take this as universe's mercy of letting you know that this is something like that is going to happen, something major, earth shattering, something of that magnitude is going to hit you. And I hope and pray to God it's not like an actual earthquake. I know it is not an actual earthquake, but I do feel it is something that would have an impact, would shake someone's foundation, earth shattering, something, some big massive event or change, whatever. Okay, just so you know. So it'll be, all you can do is that you can just let them know once. You can just have them look at the signs one more time, do your thing, and that's it. That's all you can do. Okay, all right, the next one. No. Yeah, I don't know what really would you be able to do with this, but it's good to know it and just have this someone else acknowledge it, so it'll just be easier for you. So my second reading, the second download was, and it was like, this was like a prophetic dream. It wasn't a vision, a prophetic dream, where I saw, again, there were two people in it. I saw this first person, again, I'm not sure what feminine, masculine, I don't know. The first person was walking away, and they had like a lot of grass and a lot of everything. बहुत हरियाली, fertility, abundance है भाई. Good, that is a good sign. But yeah, a lot of other warnings around it for you guys. Anyway, so in this dream, I saw like, so this person, they had a big, wherever they were these two people, they were in a structure. All right, and I could see on behind them there was a lot of glass, and through glass I could see a very big lawn, right? I would call it a lawn. There were it was just like surrounded by plants and everything, but I saw very green grass, very like almost like a playground of a school, like an institution, like a school, or I don't think an office would have such a big lawn, or maybe, I don't know, very big offices might have, I don't know, but it seemed like a structure which had a very big lawn. Like I said, it is equivalent to like a playground where there's a lot of people. You could just gather and do whatever, your assembly happens or sports happen, whatever, something like that. So somebody just walks up, the other person, again not sure, masculine, feminine, I don't know who they were. The other person walks up to this first person, and this first person is walking away. They're going somewhere, headed somewhere. The second person comes in and just tells them that, we have so much grass in the background. Should we not think that we should cut it and everything? And I remember the first person just looking like, cut the grass, it's beautiful, it's not even overgrown or anything, right? It was like beautifully, very nicely maintained, right? Cut like whatever the 2 inches rule, whatever they have. All right, so it was like very nicely maintained, very nice green colored, but light green though, wasn't like a very rich green, light green colored grass. It was like not the Canadian version, but like, you know what I'm trying to say, the grass that we would have in India, the light green colored grass, right? And this person is complaining, just goes on and on. The second person goes on, should we not cut this? Should we not just like do away with it? And the first one's like, why would you cut the grass? All right, so I do feel it was like a very short this one, but what I got from this, the first hunch was like, I was like irritated by the complaining energy. There's always that one person, no matter whether it's a school, your group, like social group, whether it's friends or it's the bunch of co-workers, there's always this one whiny asshole. Always this one whiny asshole who's complaining about, even if the weather is very good, they will complain about it. It's nice and sunny, they'll complain about it. It's nice and wintry, it's like nice and foggy and it's beautiful, they'll complain about it. The grass is green, they'll complain about it. You know what I'm trying to say? They just have a thing with the weather, with the environment. They just have a thing. They always are complaining. You come and just talk to them and say, oh, it's such a nice, beautiful day. And they'll be like, oh, what's so beautiful about it? Those kind of people. There's always one really whiny one. Always. It's almost like the Matrix has this structure that like between like 10 people, they'll always place this whiny one. One would be absolutely dead whiny, just to bring everybody's vibration down. It's almost like a set rule in Matrix. That's what I feel. I got like, what? It was beautiful. Like I'm telling you, literally, I checked my own dream. Like I checked, was it like overgrown grass? Then I would like understand the person saying we should cut it. It was like a fully beautifully laid out lawn. In fact, I remember there were 2 other people, I think, just sitting on the grass, like leisurely sitting. Like one like sitting like so, and the other one just talking away. So that people were enjoying sitting outside. Like, be thankful about nature. I don't know why. It's just we're so used to maybe the smog and the smoke, and then we just like, whenever we get the beautiful part of nature, we just don't want to acknowledge it, and we just don't know how to acknowledge it, is what I will think. I don't know. But it was something like that. I was very funny. I remember the first person just went like, and I could see them thinking in a way, if that makes sense. See them thinking. I could see their thoughts, and then like the expressions they were coming on the face was, I don't know, what am I supposed to do here? Like, it's beautiful grass, a very nicely done lawn, and why is this person complaining? Was this not even like valid for complaint? Something like that. So I do feel there's some energy around, either with that was you collective. I do feel there's a whiny energy around you. You would do best to ignore this person. Don't like try to like cut their conversations short. We'll probably give them another problem to ponder about or something. Just get out of that conversation is what I was saying, because there's no end to it. This person went on like I said, like whining and complaining, and the grass is too long. Why should cut the grass? Why should we cut the grass? I don't know. It just annoyed me. Why? Why? You're lucky you can enjoy, go sit outside, be in the grass, and just like, oh, cut the grass. I don't know if it was a boss. Well, that would be super annoying, because I don't know who it was, but there was some coworker. This person did not like say morning sir, morning ma'am, that kind of a thing. That didn't happen. Neither did, I don't know, but they didn't even take names or anything, so I don't know. I don't know how they, but it seemed like I said, an institution. It seemed like an office-like institution, and they had like such a great privilege, but privilege code maro lat. It's like that. It's like could not take it, can't accept the privilege. It's almost like that when it's just so beautiful, so good to be true that you're like, I can't take it. You know what I mean? Something like that. So just cut your there's, I don't know, you just, I think this universe's way of just letting you know there's someone like this might come with an absolutely unreasonable complaint. Just don't get fettered. Alright? Just ignore it. Give that. What I would do is give them another problem to ponder about. Plan something for them to like just like think about the whole day and just get out of there. There is no like doing, there's no behes with them. There is no discussion. There's no reasoning. There's no logic with them. So just know there's someone coming around with that whiny energy and you just need to be out of there. Okay? Do whatever you feel like with it. But I wrote it with a very angry, writing also. But I wrote colleagues, so this seemed like an office. So I don't know. Guys, I don't know, guys. Whoever it is coming in, just send them away to another problem. Send them towards the coffee machine. There's always something to say about the coffee machine, right? Always. Yeah? Okay, I picked up my cards again, but okay, I want to show you this thing. Unbiased. This came in. You just shuffle the cards just once like so, and it unbiased came up 2 times, and I was like, okay, then it just needs to be on the top then. It just needs to be on the top, so just 5D and above. 5D and above. So blessings, blessings are pouring in from 5D and above. My collective. Let's do tarot. Okay, those were my my prophetic dream conversions, alright, for this session. That's all I have. I don't have a word. So weirdly, I was like, Divine, you haven't given me a word. It is so weird. That doesn't happen. Like, it's almost like I get so many. I don't know. Okay, so this was in the bottom of the deck. That one card that always remains right in the box that you have to take around. So Wands. The wonderful energy, you getting your, I'll keep it back, I say I'm a little sharpened properly, but you getting your flowers, okay? You might actually get flowers, that too, but symbolically, like I say, as an adage, proverbially speaking, you might actually get recognition, acknowledgement for whatever you've been doing. That you are doing well, you're doing whatever you're doing, you'll get acknowledgement for that, is what I'm saying. That's what acknowledgement word was, the only word was given to me right now. Okay, so wonderful energy that wants to stand out for you, 5D and above. This might be coming in from 5D and above, so God is very proud of you. Could be very proud of you, could be like, see, like, you could be literally being very obedient, you're doing what you've been asked to do, something, that was a confirmation. You're doing what you've been asked to do, you're on your purpose, you're fully aligned with your higher self, so God is like really happy with what's happening. What is this? The King of Cups. So 3-3 on the clock. So wow, this is King of Cups. So beautiful energy of like being like in control of your emotional side, in control of see, if you have your mind and heart under control. Mind, getting like it's just more difficult to like obviously control, obviously. Yeah, that's why it's been seated up, right? But heart is something that almost like heart chakra, I think, is which is most attacked in people. That is the emotional side of people. That's what people think, that might be the more vulnerable side of you, the emotional side, how you feel things. And I think the king, being in the kings of cups, King's energy, there's going to be another king coming in. King of Cup energy, like, as in you were like King of Cups. Oh my God, what is happening today? So, okay, so King of Cups energy, you could literally be in control of the emotions of yourself and probably others around you. That's what I was compelled to say. Others around you as well. You could be holding all the cards. See, there are a lot of, okay, now, yes, what is it? Oh, what fell on the ground was the tower. Oh my gosh, an upright. Bhai, kya ho raha? Bhai, divine, like, what now? What now? It's always kahani mein twist with divine. Yes, divine. So yes, please tell us. The Tower card. King of Cups and Tower. Okay. Is there a Tower coming for my collective? Or is there a Tower coming for the Ops? Let's see. Let's see. Tower card. Okay. Or you could literally be... sudden change. Tower could all just not has to be like this one thing, right? It could be like a very sudden change. Yes, confirmation. Very sudden change. What wants to be the Page of Wands, but it wants to be, yeah. So there could be a very sudden change. Ace of Wands. I'm absolutely correct. Very sudden. But it didn't come out, so I won't take it. Again, for the fourth time, there could be a very sudden change scheduled in your life. It could be good as well, I'll tell you why. Because the Tower could like literally be clearing up that old structures. Old structures, routines, way of living, your mindset, could be clearing out all that. And this is done by Divine. Divine's like, I'm changing this in your life. I don't like this in your life. I'm going to change it. I'm like that. Because I do feel this King of Cups is you. Yeah. I do feel this is you. And the Tower is here to like bring in a very sudden, drastic change. Alright, let's see what that changes and what Divine wants us to know. Oh my god. It's almost like Mercury is in retrograde, but it's, as far as I know, it's not. Itni jaldi dobara nahi ho jata, but yeah. There are days. Okay. What else, Divine? Divine, anything you'd like us to know? Ones and twos, please. Yes, but it didn't come out. So it was the Fool energy and the Page of Swords energy. So new communication, new project. It fell. So apparently the Page of Swords fell. So I'm going to take it. Page of Swords, and something dealing with the new communication, new form of communication. The first thing that comes to mind is social media. So something about the social media that is going to come out or is going to be cleared. It's going to be in your favor, I feel. Hang on. What is this? The Hierophant. So Divine's hand. Okay. This is a much needed change. You may not want it, collective. I don't know if you want it, because see, we are like creatures of habit, aren't we? We tend to fall into a certain routine. We like it. And I'm including myself in it. The certain way we do things, certain routine, one after the other we do things, then we like it, gives us comfort. You know what I'm trying to say? So I think Divine is just shattering almost. I want to say the word shatter. Because you don't want it. Or you may not want it, but you need this change. Something is drastically changing in your life, collective. Drastically. And it's going to make you so uber happy. Know that. Uber happy. Because the King of Cups energy is right there, bro. Is right there. It's going to make you really happy. And it's happening simultaneously. So this is not going to take time to come up or, to materialize or whatever. This is happening right now. Page of Swords and something related to new form of communication. Like I've explained in the past, what would be the new form of communication would be like social media, all right, something new, or even in social media, I would say something newer, right? And Hierophant is here, God is here. This is God ordained change, all right? Number 5, Hierophant is it has 5. Number 5 is the number of change and major arcana, right? 2 major arcanas and 4 cards. Massively. So these cannot be changed. These 2 events these 2, like it is 2 things rather, 2 aspects of whatever Divine is giving us. The Tower is coming 100% and the Hierophant is causing it 100%. Those are like major arcana cards. I don't remember ever using this. One second. What is this? Now it did come out, but it is again this is the 2 of Wands. Yeah, so absolutely some new project, bro. This is God ordained. Again, I have to be very careful of the cross watchers for you, collective. I keep getting these, messages from the divine that you need to be aware of the cross watchers, because वो बेचारा पेन पेंसिल लेके बैठ पेन पेपर लेके बैठे होते पेन पेंसिल के पेन see everything is down. I'm going to put them all back, but the justice is peeping here. Okay, so something good is coming your way. You're going to get some kind of justice. I'm going to put these back. Everything is down. I can't possibly take so many cards together. So I saw the Empress, the Sun, everything. Good. All the good cards are here. So definitely. But there's something about social media. I don't know what. Death card at the bottom. So yes, something about social media. I do feel it. I feel something about social media that is coming out, causing a tower, some change with the Page of Swords, some form of communication that is being either cleared or coming out. Yeah. Okay. Energy is clear though, so this is good for you. You have a go ahead. But let's see what exactly it is about. Divine, anything else? Just have 4 cards yet. 41 minutes. Okay, 4114. Mirror energy. Okay, mirroring what? It didn't even come out. Okay. Again, I said cross watchers. That's why that thought was given to me. Okay, what is this? Very loud. The Hangman. But in reverse, it didn't come out. Anything that falls in my lap, I will take it if it falls in my lap. This. Okay, you want to come? Okay, it came out. We'll take this. Again, see the Hangman. I had a second thought about taking it, and again, Divine gave it to me like right then. The Hangman. And in reverse. Okay. I do feel someone being redeemed. You see, Hangman, otherwise when it is upright, it's like this. Actually, when a card is upright, this is how the person is like literally hanging upside down. Now it seems that this person is right, straight up. They are enlightened, but they are now comfortable. Something that has come up that had put this person in reverse. They had like maybe the perspective of people had put this person, had hanged this person in a way, I don't want like say like executed, hanged wala, nahi. But something that was like, when you're hanged, that means you are blocked, right? You're hanging upside down. When it's upright, it is like you're blocked. You're not going anywhere. That's where stagnant energy. That's where you hang until being like, relieved of it. Right? But now this feels like this person's like literally in a yoga mudra, almost enlightened. So whatever that was, collective, that you have actually got something out of it, like you have redeemed yourself and then some. You've been able to extract something wonderful out of the experience, something. And is again right next to Hierophant. This has happened only because of Hierophant, the god, the divine. Alright, right next to it, and now you're upright, and now you're free to go, if that makes sense. Like you weren't that stagnant energy earlier, and now you're free to go. That's how I see it. Okay, again, let's just see. Anything else? Cards are not coming today. This one, no, unless you fall down. Unless you really come out, I won't take you. Yes, very loud. Knight of Swords. Someone wants to fight you for this. Could be a masculine, feminine confirmation. Someone wants to fight you for this. Like, what if like they're coming, they want to like almost charge towards you, collective. What is the energy? I'm telling you the truth. Queen of Swords. someone wants to like charge towards you with this energy, like almost want to like just come towards you and just have a fight, have a fight. I want to say have an argument, but divine just stopped me. Have a fight. Like if they could, they will have a physical fight with you. They would love to have one. That kinds. Yes. The 3 of Cups, but it was like sideways. Neither it was upright nor was it, in reverse. Oh, they might. Let me just take clarity. I think they might want to, if you haven't already celebrated something collective, what this tower has caused for you, if you haven't really celebrated that yet, this person, I said there's angry energy coming towards you, might want to like stop this celebration. Alright? Might want to stop it. So I'm going to just keep it as I got it. Let me keep it sideways only. Somebody's trying to like stop a celebration or something, like getting together, something. Yes. Again, I got like the 2 of Cups, but again, it was exactly the same way. It was sideways. All right. So I got both these cards like so. All right. I'm going to read them like this only. I do think somebody's like scrambling. That angry energy is trying to like, this is like a divine union card, but doesn't have to be like a divine masculine, divine feminine union. It could be your union with your divine purpose, your union with divine. All right. So I do feel there's something, I think you could be like aligned with your life purpose. That's what I said. The tower is coming you to align. So you have options, and what did you choose? I think you chose your divine purpose over something very 3D. I think. I don't know. So there's somebody's trying to like, they had a problem had you had chosen your 3D life, and they have a problem now that they've chosen your spiritual life, something like that. They have a problem either way. It's the same whiny energy. Oh, this is that kind of a person. They would complain irrespective of the situation. If grass is green, they will complain. They have a grass in the lawn, which is where the grass is supposed to be, right? You should complain if there's no grass in the lawn. No, there's like this person is complaining about that. That kind of energy. So they are trying to like, so this energy is their energy is that, kuch bhi ho jaye, we have to make sure that they are not in the celebratory mood. Collective. That's what their objective of life is. कि नहीं इसको celebrate नहीं करने देना. So whatever they're doing, they would like come and criticize you for it, or give you that, constructive critique, or, just randomly just sit and just chit chat away to glory. I don't know what like. But this person is trying to come between this. They're trying to make it sideways, but it came out sideways also. What I'm trying to say is they want to reverse it, but it came out sideways. So it's not like it has happened, but yes, you've been told. See again that even in the first dream/vision thing, okay, I'm going to call them visions, easier. This person was trying to tell them, right, that there is an earthquake coming. There was already warnings given. So someone's not paying attention. They don't want to hear anything else. They want to hear what they want to hear. They want to see what they want to see. There are a certain set of people, which in fact is most people around us, right? They see things as they want to see them. They can only hear things which they want to hear. That's why you have so many, with people in power, you'll see so many people that are just like their henchmen, in the sense like they're just like there to like, the Empress energy coming up. So when I said people of power, so you could be this Empress, my collective, and see uske piche kya hai. Aha, the fighty energy. I told you something is coming. Something they didn't come out, but I know the energy. When a person of power, you could be this person of power. All right, and you could have these people just coming in and just like spoil your party. Just put it like very plainly. They want to like spoil your party. Put it this way. Right? ऐसा है, upright होना चाहिए, but they won't like do this. Like just bring in any complaint, just do anything, just make sure that their day doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like such a victory as it really is, something like that. All right, and you might be in your divine purpose, you could be working towards whatever God has assigned you to do, and there's a bunch of people who want that, like, kyun khush hai, let us say something like this. So just don't pay attention. That's why the second dream was like, it just seemed very pointless to me, but now I see it, like, you will encounter such people, collective. Okay, you will encounter such people. You just have to make sure that you remain upright. You know, don't let this be in reverse. You remain upright. That's what your challenge is. This, at least at the time you see this reading. Other people will come and just, you might have really just made such a drastic change in your life. This could be something that other people can't even do. You're accepting a tower. People like are scared of towers. You're accepting the tower. This is the bravest, baddest, raddest thing you could do, right? Anybody could do. And now these bunch of people, they will complain about that also. Like I told you, like, remember at the beginning of this, I told you, like, people complain that I wear a lot of green. Then the people complain I wear a lot of white. Devil energy. Devil energy. And when I try to pick it up, judgment. Beta. Alright, so that is, see, the devil energy right here. You do whatever, you wear white, they have a problem. Why don't you wear black? You wear black, they're like, why are you wearing black? You wear green, why not red? You wear red, I'm like, oh my god, red. That is the energy, what I'm saying. That is it. उनको वही सुनेगा confirmation. So just be aware. सीधे नहीं रखे मैंने, hang on. Just be aware. That's it. That's all you have to do. Okay, whatever, whichever way they are, I'll just take them. Arey wah, Nine of Pentacles is visible. My day. This is, I have told you multiple, this is the card that I relate with. This is the card I relate. Okay, wonderful, and sure. We'll just see. Okay, divine, anything else? Otherwise, I'll, I saw 144 on the clock, so there has to be a message for a chosen one. If I do not know. Again, see, the Empress had come out. She has come out. You are in this energy. It just came out, and there's another card that with it. And chalo. This is the person. Hang on. What is here? You rest easy, okay? Don't worry about it. This is I think you might be sleeping well. That's how I see it. Okay? Just don't pay any attention to all this, but there will always be someone saying, oh, you are in this energy, Empress energy. Now look at the Empress. Everything's set, bro. She's the Empress. Right? And there is someone really sad about it, that they are not the Empress and you are the Empress. Okay, as simple as that. As simple as sometimes it's just as simple as this. Like, kyun hai? Kyun? You see, oh, I did not even ever notice this. This is, of course, the 5 of Cups. So number 5 is here, and this is the Hierophant. That's also number 5. Alright, so divine is like, really, this divine presence change, the element of change. So this person, their fortunes, thank you divine, that's what I was thinking, this fortunes might have just changed. These cups like just almost like just spilled. You see, यहाँ पर that whatever was in the cup, that red bit, whatever it was, right, whatever drink was, it's spilled. You can still see it on the ground. So they have just been spilled. So this change has just occurred in the recent times. The change has just occurred. The person's right there. The cups are like on the ground. The drink is still visible on the ground that's been spilled and everything. Right? So this has just happened. This is either has just happened or is about to happen, collective. Take it as resonates. Okay? Some massive change that is divinely designed. That I can guarantee you this. Alright? And this person feeling this way is going to be because divine is giving you some kind of justice or something. You're in this energy. Right? And this is what you're doing. Maybe your family, your friends, your well-wishers. This is what you want to do, but this person wants to like turn it this way. Wants to turn it this way. Alright, and if you're not careful with, just take a leaf out of their book. Don't hear them. Just like they don't hear other people's opinions. They don't like to see other person's perspective. They don't like to pay attention to what other people are like trying to bring their attention to. You do the same thing, right? You don't pay attention to them. Take a leaf out of their book. Don't pay attention to them. That's it. That's all you need to do. All right. So don't let your, because they were trying to dampen your spirit, dampen your celebratory mode. That's what confirmation, that word. And I see the 10 of Pentacles, but I'm not going to take this. But yeah, wonderful energy. We'll just take last cards, divine. Last cards, please. Last cards, 1 or 2, whichever way you like it. And 55 minutes, and we'll do my cards. Yeah. But yeah, just don't pay attention. So already telling you, somebody angry. They're angry with you doing well. You almost like inverting a tower moment, like, you know what I'm trying to say, like it was a tower, it was supposed to be a tower moment, but you took it away and changed something in your life. All right. And this is, like I said, this relates to some sort of a new way of communication, which I say, like I said, like literally must have said it 10 times already. It's something I think relates to social media. All right. And this is caused by divine. Whatever this is, it's caused by divine. Divine wants it to happen this way. It could literally be, if not social media bit, so it's something which relates to like a very massive foundation in your life, I would say. Like could be a job, like a career, could be personal relationship, something like that, something massively important for you that's been like rearranged. Yeah. Okay, last card's divine. Okay, awesome, divine, thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, what, someone's not happy with me right now giving out these messages. Bhai, mera kam message dena. If you don't like them, please don't watch my readings. Simple as that. Okay. Alright. Cards are like, yeah, like I won't say that I've never had such difficulty, but yeah, it's like divine not unveiling a lot, but yes, still unveiling some bits, but yeah, not telling everything right now. Not telling. So there is, yeah, the crosswatch energy is just too much. Okay, anyways, what else? But this, remember, this alignment with your mission is also very important, that you need to pay attention on, because what they probably do would, like we talked about the heart chakra today, right? I said that I don't ever just say things out of no reason. I know this person might just try to like say something to hurt your feeling, which they might think would hurt your feeling, something like that. So like, you're not aligned when you're not happy, collective, you're not aligned with yourself, you're not aligned with anything, then let alone divine, the bahut dur ki baat hai. You're not aligned with your emotions, you're not in balance, you're not in harmony, you can't think right, but you're started literally with the King of Cups energy. Like this is who you are. The person's intent is something else. This is who you are, but remember that they might say something, might do something that is supposed to hurt you. Okay, so just keep your armor on and just, you know, एक कान से सुनो, दूसरे कान से निकाल दो, वाला जो बोलते थे हमारे बुजुर्ग, बोलते हैं ना ये चीज़, वही चीज़ करनी है. Nothing else is coming. I'll just try one more time. Divine, one more card, or that's it? Wants to come? Okay, no, it fell. What fell? Queen of Pentacles. Whenever king wali energy, I told you that. So we got one king, we got Hierophant, who is the king of the kings, right? And we got the Queen of Pentacles. So see, wonderful energy, upright. You have nothing to even be concerned about. You are, like I said, you're sleeping well and everything is good. All right. So you only sleep well when you're like, your mind is clear, right? You don't have any concerns. You're not worried about anything. You're not worried about your present. You're not worried about your future. You're not worried ki kya hua past mein. Though that is when you sleep well. Isn't it collective, right? So you're sleeping well, Queen. Not just that, we had an Empress also, Queen of Pentacles, Empress. This is amazing energy. Just stay aligned. This person, like I've already told you, this person will try to, whoever this person, people, whoever they are in your life, you know, it could be colleagues, they could be friends, it could be family, could be partners, they will try their level best to, you know, disturb that alignment. That is what they will try, and you just know it already. These are like, it's already a warning given to you. just take it in your stride. Okay, and what is this? Change. How many times did I point out today change wala card? That number 5, I said change. Change is coming. And these are good changes. These are, see, as long as divine is doing it, these are wonderful changes. You are doing, if you're making those changes yourself, they are great changes. 1000 on the clock. So awesome. Change. I literally said that and manifested it here. Change. Change is coming. And that tower is bringing in that change. You needed that change, collective. Whether you like it or not, like I said, including myself, there are certain things, confirmation again, there are certain things we like in a certain way. And it's perfectly okay to feel that way. But you can't be like stagnant in certain things, right? You can't just like stay there just because you're comfortable. You can't like stay in one place all the time, right? Mentally, physically, right? I'm very comfortable right now. So yeah, I'm not better. Same that kind of like thinking. That change was needed. Maybe you had gotten too comfortable. You would spend too much time in one situation, whatever. I don't know. Yeah, that could be it. Alright, let's just take few cards. Let me just shuffle them as much as I can, and then we'll just take them together. 010101 on the clock. Alright, so okay, let's now. We've shuffled them enough, so we'll just take few aise yahan se, and then let's take few from here. Okay, let's just take these many first. Anything wants to? Recommendation. Okay, recommendation. Okay, divinely recommended. Or I do feel divine might just prompt you in the direction they want you to go into. Alright, last time wala wasted is here. Change, wasted. What about this wasted? Is there a wasted opportunity? No. Clairsentience. So power. Wasted. Power. Clairsentience. Alright. Let's see what this wasted is about in between. Observe and positive. Okay. Sentence. Everything is in one color. Everything is blue except for clairsentience. Excuse me. What about it? I do feel these two go together. Observe and clairsentience. You have again. Oh, recommendation also came up, right? I want to take that recommendation now. I do feel again like we had in the vision that somebody was able to spot those, observe those changes, collective, like the ground shattering, earthquake coming, clouds bumping, right? And there might be somebody who's just wasting these, like not, these are divine messages, like when you clairsentience, like divine downloads, right? So just remain positive and don't like let these things go, let these signs and synchronicities go to waste, is what I'm saying. All right, so you have a gift, you share it with the world, you help others, and I'm going to keep recommendation. Thank you, divine. I'm going to keep recommendation. Yes. All right, you help others, but I'll just see what about this. Still I want to see what this wasted is, if there's anything else, any other angle. Stay positive, but then it's just standing out to me right now. What is it? Okay, which one is this? The one has to come out. Expect miracles. Bye. And this is again clairsentience. Expect miracles and recommendation are all in one color. Everything else is blue. All these three are yellow. So I'm telling you, there's got to be, you expect miracles. So change, don't, oh, is divine saying don't waste the change or don't waste your time, like go for the changes, right? Don't waste your time, don't wait anymore. Take the recommendation that is coming through divine. Okay, this recommendation is coming through, let me just put this here, through divine. Whatever will be given to you would be given to you through divine. Do not waste your time overthinking it or not acting on it or being too cautious about it. Do it, just do it. Okay, that's what it said. Don't waste. And you might expect miracles, observe, right? So you might get these, you might get them, you may not be. Thank you, divine. That's what came to my head also. 911, right? So you might get these signs again. 911 also is like the sign of emergency or something, right? So this might come in, just observe everything around you. You'll get, even if you're, what I was about to say was when that rang was, phone notification came in, I was about to say you may even not be clairsentient, but for this change, you might be given a sign from divine. You might hear something, you might feel something around you, you would do it. And if there's anyone around you telling you, like, don't be that second girl in that first vision that I had, that who was not listening at all. The first one, the clairsentient one was, or let's say symbolically, she was telling her, like, there's an earthquake coming, the cars bumping, the ground shattering. But the second girl was not willing to listen. The first one was trying her level best. Second one was not listening. Don't be that person. Don't waste it. If you have someone telling you, somebody who comes up to you tells you this is the sign, that's what they saw, and this is how it is, you listen to them. Don't waste that, forecast. Okay, let's just take some more. Let's just take blue. The blue हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते. Age and triggered. Something about age, okay, and something about triggered. Age is under change. Age under change, okay, and wasted is under triggered. Now I want to say that someone who gets triggered then go and like maybe drinks too much or smokes too much, or like, they do whatever other things. I don't want to talk about those, but it just seems like they just get wasted, as I say it. All right, so instead of soaking in divine wisdom or whatever wisdom comes their way, they get triggered and just get wasted. No, don't do that, whoever this is. But if you are correct, you are the one giving them signs and synchronicities and nobody listens, and they don't listen to you, that's perfectly fine. You have done your job, all right? You're not going to be judged on that. Okay, then we have severe. These two fell in my lap. Okay, one second. Let me just keep them here. सब उड़ जाएंगे यहाँ से. Then we have severe. Okay, and lack mentality. Hi. कुछ नहीं हो सकता. Lack mentality वाले लोगों का, I feel that they are the most helpless beings on the planet. They are like actually handicapped in the real sense of the term. Lack mentality. When you think, you speak, you work, you act out of lack mentality. That you've already like assumed that नहीं हो सकता, miracle हो ही सकता. भगवान कह रहे हैं expect a miracle, but they were like नहीं हो सकता. That is the garibi in the real sense of the term. That 5 of Pentacles energy. That is the real garibi from my POV, honestly. That is a real garibi. Not the lack of money, but the lack of, the next card is right on above is the positive card. Lack of positivity, lack of expecting miracles, lack of that courage to make a change. It does come with severe. So something very severe. Yeah, I saw, another device. So I heard another device. Oh, kya ho raha hai? Anyways. Oh, let's see what else. Okay, when I say I saw, and I said that, I think you might just receive this. It may not be from word of mouth. You may receive it on your device. Whatever this forecast is, you will receive it on your device. It may not come from actually a word of mouth, like a person actually, saying it to you like in person, but you might receive it on your device. Or you might receive. That's why I said I saw a device. So, and there was a confirmation then as well. So yeah. Okay, let's see what else. Well, let's just take a few more cards. Yeah. I'm going to take something from the middle. Let's just take. Let's take these. As if it makes a difference. What is here? Lion's Den. Arey bhai. But that's again a very positive message. Lion's Den. David, and out of the blue today there was something on my feed also about David, and this I was like, in my mind I corrected myself. There was not one lion in that den when David was thrown. There is a story from the Bible. When David was thrown, there was not one lion. There were multiple lions in that den. All right, and I did not know that his hands were tied at the back. So they had thrown him in front of hungry lions in that cave with his hand tied behind his back. One person against so many lions, and still his hands were tied. Like har tarike se they made sure that this person is not able to come out alive. But what happened, collective? If you know the story, I've told you before, nothing. The lions refused to attack him. Refused to attack David. And the next day when king came in, he saw, and then a lot of story. But otherwise, so just know, lion's den, you'll be taken care of. I don't know why. Expect miracles. That's a miracle. Lions, hungry lions, not attacking one human, David. Okay. But yeah, the crux here is like, really, it's divine is stressing on the fact that observe everything around you. The signs and synchronicities, just observe. Again, see 111 on the clock. That is what is focused at. Okay, what else? Freud is here. So positive thinking. Freud, I believe, would be like one of the smarter ones, right? He's the one who came up with, yeah. I don't think it's about him thinking like that, but it does feel that it's about using your mind over your heart with Freud. And it's right under positive. Using your mind over your heart. Just understand other people's intentions. क्यों बोल रहे हैं ऐसा? What could this person get if they were to say something like this? What are they getting out of it? Yeah? What are they extracting out of that situation? Think before you like take on, like take those words personally or something. Just think, why are they doing it? It'll be much easier for you to process them. You won't even have to process them. Kill. Lion's den, kill. Yeah, they're trying to like, I think they're trying to kill that alignment with divine, that divine union with you, being united with your divine purpose, being aligned with the divine purpose, working for your divine purpose. That is what they're trying to kill. They're trying to discourage something. Demon slayer. Expect miracles, demon slayer. You could be a chosen one. You could really be. Now, it is right. Kill a demon slayer. That could be like, they're trying to like, again, like I said, that kill that emotion, that positivity inside you, that inspired action inside you, that happiness on your face, that sparkle in your eye. That's what they're trying to kill. So what do? They don't attack your mind. They can't attack your mind. You need 2 gray cells at least for that, right? They're trying to attack your heart. That is what, again, I'm telling you, that's why Archangel Raphael came in that rainbow color. Archangel Michael is protecting you, but Archangel Raphael is healing you. If at all they like, you are this demon slayer, and they're trying to like, you're doing God's work. You're slaying demons right now, all by yourself in this realm. So I think they're trying to, thank you, divine. They're trying to like kill that. Again, I feel compelled to say inspired action. What else? Concerns. Concerns is under change, age, concerns. I still don't get the age bit here. Age is right next to triggered. Could they be triggered by how you look or whatever? I don't know. That could be. Could they just get like triggered just by the fact that you are like, you could be someone older but you look much younger, or you look very beautiful, very handsome. Take it as resonates, right? You could be a masculine who could look like really good, all right, like really masculine, macho one, right? Not the fruity ones that cockroaches are. Anyways, vanish. Something about vanish under triggered, wasted, vanish. They either kill and vanish is giving me that they actually wish that you go away. You just don't turn up. that kind of pressure. It's very again, I'm telling you, you need to just remember that they're trying to like kill your party, basically. 144 on the clock chosen. You were a demon slayer, they're trying to kill your party, you're doing really well, and there's just someone's angrily coming at you. Again, wasted. That card was angry. Someone is coming, they could be wasted. It came in last time also, right? The wasted card, and divine was right behind, right? So this could literally be someone trying to like say something. I don't know what they would want to say, but yeah, they have something to say. Crown chakra. Crown chakra is right under, would you believe it, under clear sentience. So you could be this light worker. You could be light worker. Crown chakra, you get these down, you definitely get downloads, collective. And if you don't get downloads, let's say your way of work, there's something else that you do for the divine team, it could be you getting this message. Definitely you will get this. There is something that you will download yourself, if not somebody else coming and giving it to you. Could download yourself, or you'll be able to pick up something from something being sent over to you, something like that. Yeah, can you believe it? We have Freud there and we have fraud now. Freud and fraud. All right, fraud is right under, hang on, fraud is right under observe, lack mentality, and fraud. So, I think they could be like trying to like, I want to say it, that they could be trying to like set a trap. Now, fraud doesn't have to be like, but it could be like setting a trap. Yeah, I'm going to say it. Trying to like put you into something, and then just, it could something be like a scam or something, so that you, again, your heart chakra gets hurt, and if your heart gets hurt, it'll just misalign everything in you. All right, something about bring you into lack mentality. They're trying to bring you into lack mentality, or trying to like scam you in a certain way, and the objective here is to bring you into lack mentality. Could be about your money also. You could have a lot of money, you could be quite abundant, also it could be quite beautiful. I'm literally compelled to say, like, are you could be like abundant in that energy. You could have wonderful energy, could be very attractive, very beautiful, very healthy, and you could have a bright mind. That is abundance in its truest sense, right? And you could have a very wonderful relationship with divine. That could be something that others envy. Remember that divine purpose. You could be like really in that kind of a relationship with divine, like a partner relationship would be. That's how close you are to divine, like almost like a life partner would be. That's how divine is in relationship that with you. All right, so they could be like trying to misalign that and trying to put you into lack mentality or something. Faith, as big as the mustard seed. Okay, so again with fraud, again, yeah, faith, just keep, and faith is under Freud. All right, so smart, use your brain. All right, and positive, just remain positive, keep faith, but use your brain over your heart. Okay, what else did we get? Allegations. But remember, that's why I said they're going to say something very stupid, whatever, but it is, or these are the allegations that will just now get killed, because allegations is right under kill and recommendation. So after recommendation came kill, and then allegations. Yeah, I do feel these allegations are getting, whatever, if you went through a smear campaign, or just generally a lot of people talking shit about you, let's say, just to bring you down, to take something from you, to fraud you. All right, to put you into lack mentality. It's literally right here. You already get all of this given to you, all the premonition, all the intuition, everything given to you, all this forecast given to you pehle se. You already have it. That's why the forecast, right? So you're able to like deal with all this really well. And I do feel all these allegations are going to die down. Dry down. Wow. सूख कैसे जाएंगे? धूप में सूख जाएंगे क्या? Dry down. Okay. One of those days, guys. Okay, let's just take one more card. I need one more under Demon Slayer. Let's just take one card. आगे से लेते हैं. ये चलो pinky लेते हैं. Pinky है. We haven't had enough pinkies. Staged. See, I told you this allegations are false allegations, right? Some allegations are gonna get killed. Really gonna get killed. Black mentality, fraud, pasted, triggered, vanish, kill. These are like quite harsh today, guys. But I do feel something being staged is right with vanish. Ooh. We just have two pink cards here. One is vanish, other is staged. So I do feel something that was like staged, like almost like everything was like a setup. Thank you, Divine. Like a trap being set up, and you were probably, you fell to this fraud, or you were a victim of the fraud, I would say, right? If you were, the objective of the exercise was to bring you into lack mentality, and that could all literally be like physically, in the sense, in the 3D terms, like literally bring you into, let's say, to take away your job or to hamper your career in some way or the other, something like that. But that has just vanished out of thin air now, because expect miracles. We have right, miracles is right, the first card after miracles. We have expect miracles, we have Demon Slayer and staged. Just so you know, everything is, this is gonna be taken out. I'll just have one more look at it. Staged, vanish, change. I really don't see what about the change. Age I didn't get. Why did the age card come in? Could they be trying to shame you for your age or something? That's perfectly okay. Let them say whatever they want to say. Could that be it? I don't know. Let's just take few more cards. Let's just get, okay, what is it? Yes. Anger. Lo bhai, anger is here. Tarot card anger tha bhi. Someone's angry about what? Your age. What is someone angry about? What? You look better than I have. Oh, it could be literally as simple as that. Sometimes you could literally look really nice for your age, young for your age, right? And there could be a bunch of women who could just be very triggered. It's anger is right next to triggered here. Just by that. What else fell? Illusion. Okay. What is this camera? Okay, what else? Illusion and flowers. Did I not say you'll get your flowers? I said that in the beginning. Remember? Flowers. Okay, illusion, flowers, and acceptable. Illusion, flowers, acceptable. I do feel this illusion is breaking. Whatever was that stage thing is coming down. It's been brought down. It's vanishing. All right, and the anger is obviously the anger. All right, let's just take a few more cards. This is getting interesting now for me. 1 second. Let's just take 1 hour 23. Okay, last. Pakka say. Last these two cards, and then we'll close our reading. We'll just take these. Okay. We have workload. Okay, so this could literally be something related to your workspace, your colleagues. They could be whatever. That's not a surprise. That is absolutely not a surprise. Right? You could be like literally double their age, and you could look half their age. Spot. Workload, spot. I think you could be in the spotlight. You could have that star energy first. Yeah, you could literally have that, have that privileged, abundant energy. Yeah, something in about your city. Okay, about your city. We have to take it. Okay. Then willingness. Okay, willingness is the third pink card. Vanish, willingness, staged. And ill will. Just if it all, if it's somebody who was not clear about his ill will. This is it. The ill will. Anger, ill will, fraud. There's some people who that's how they live. Yeah, yahi unka living hai. Nobody loves them. This is what they go around doing it by. It is what it is. It doesn't even matter anymore. Yeah, quite honestly, this is like such a. I like this card so much. Faith as big as the mustard seed. This is literally right out of the Bible. Again, I'm very, 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 very surprised that I don't have a Bible word for you guys. Well, I could take out one, but nothing was given to me by divine. I'm like quite surprised. ऐसा होता नहीं है generally. But anyways, I'm so tempted to take out few more cards, quite honestly. But I think we're done for the day. It's 1 hour 25 minutes. I think we might be done. एक ले लेते हैं. Anything that is popping out of here, let's just take this card. It's trying to come out. One, triumphant. Sun energy. Yeah, so all is good, bro. All is good. Don't worry about anything. But I do feel, yes, you already had, been given multiple. I don't want to call it warnings. That's why I was like, not warnings, but just know. Like, you've been given nudges. Yeah, that's much more neutral. Nudges by the divine. Yeah, there's something like this is gonna come. If you are telling somebody, you are that person who get these clear sentient messages, you're trying to help other people, you're trying to tell them, they are not listening, it's not your fault. That would be on them, won't be on you. You've done your work, there's nothing else you can do beyond that. All right. And secondly, there might be someone who is just like literally trying to kind of kill your party by complaining and this and that and falan and timkana. Just don't pay any heed to that. Or just so you know, they're like, that's how they are. They have a problem with everything, so just that's perfectly okay. All right, so okay, that's it, collective. Those are my messages that I can share with you today. I hope this reading was helpful to you, and I'll come back to you very soon. Until then, bye.